Hi plant friends, today we're visiting the Toronto Cactus and Succulent Club annual show and sale. Let's get into the shopping tour. The show is held at the Toronto Botanical Gardens, so at the end I'm going to show you some of the nice beautiful flowers they have. But I decided to get to the show nice and early. I've been to these shows where the line was wrapped around a city block, so I made sure I got here nice and early so I didn't have to wait too long to get inside. Whoa, look at these succulents. This vendor had succulents priced from $5 and up. Let's start off with the $5 items. I'm always so drawn to these moonstones. They're so nice and chubby. Check out the color on this beauty. I think I've got something like this in my cactus bowl, but mine's not this beautiful. This moonstone is so beautiful. I had to really think about purchasing this one. They had some beautiful succulents for $10, but they also had some specialty items in the back. Let's take a closer look. They had one plant priced at $30, but each individual plants in this tray had their own specific pricing. These are some beautiful gems. Just in this little small area, I was absolutely drooling. A lot of these plants, I've not seen them before in real life. I've only seen them on TV, and they're absolutely stunning. Although this vendor had some pricey plants, they also had some reasonable ones. They had plants priced at $10 and also $15. At this point, I'm multitasking. I'm trying to shop, also talking with my planty friend, and making sure I'm capturing all the plants for you. The agaves caught her eye and she wasn't sure which one to purchase. The agave was priced at $15, but look at these beauties in the $15 section. Not bad, right? They also had some echeverias in the back row for $25. Look at all these beauties for $15. I also spotted a variegated bear paw in the $15 section. Now, while moving slowly, my planty friend spotted a beautiful gem in the back row. Let's have a look. It's a variegated Cordyceps ubiculata. Plant friends, has this one been on your wish list? And would you pay $110 for it? My friends, look at this little gem beside it for $40. I wasn't sure what this beauty was. It looks like an echeveria rainbow, but I wasn't sure. I think these two in the back, they're called Compton's Carousel. They're priced at $50. Just amazing. Now just past this yummy variegated bear paw, the tray behind They're priced at $20. Check out the color on this beauty. Check out this guy in the back. Isn't that an interesting color? The table was getting so busy, and the lady beside me, we were moving in opposite directions, so we had to switch spots very quickly so we don't lose our space. And plant friends, at these shows, you've got to go slowly over these tables. If you don't, you might miss out on a really cool gem. The baby toes were cute, but they had a variegated elephant bush. The items in this little section were priced at $20. Whoa, look at this crested succulent. Okay, so now we're looking at the $30 items. These ladies were doing some serious shopping. They were going to take a while, so I had to step out from the table and try to squeeze back in around them. Let's start back with the Haworthias. Plant friends, the Haworthias were so amazing. I wasn't sure where to look. The Haworthia truncatas were looking really nice. They had some price for $20 and up, but this gem in the back caught my eye. It's so nice and pink. I didn't ask the price because I know that baby would have been out of my budget, but I could always look. Look at this gem. I was just drooling over this baby. $130 though. I had to really stop and admire this plant. This variegated Haworthia truncata is so beautiful. After looking at the Haworthias, I thought I'd go back again and take one more look at the table. Then I saw these split rocks. What a beautiful color. $10 for these babies, so I need to add one to my collection. Plant friends, there was so much back and forth. Do I take the one on the left or the one on the right? Finally decided that my planty friend saw something that she'd like to add to her collection too. Not sure of the name of this plant, but they had two, one in the $10 section and one in the $20 section. We took a look at this $20 beauty, then we decided to go with the $10 gem. Plant friends, then I had to stop and take a look at that back row. There were so many expensive gems in that little section. Mouth watering. Then I had to take a moment to take a quick look around to make sure that I haven't missed anything that I want to add to my collection, and I had to point out the Haworthia truncata to my planty friend, just gorgeous. Plant friends, that was just the first table and they had so many goodies. The next table had the cutest little pots, just perfect for succulents. This aeonium caught my eye. Then I saw that they also had the Haworthia truncata, so I had to take a closer look. This little guy is variegated, not as variegated as the other vendor, but the price was only $75. And they also had this beauty for $25. These Haworthias were potted in those cement pots, and they're priced at only $35. This plant has been on my planting friends wish list for quite a long time. When I saw this beauty, I had to call her over to take a look at this gem. Also saw these plants. They were priced right at only $5 and $10. Friends, I really appreciate when the vendors have the price listed up front, but most of all when they've got an email address for email money transfer. After passing that first table, I doubt many of us have money left over to purchase other plants. So this email money transfer is just genius. This vendor had some cool plants in the $5 section, but also in the $10 section they had some nice gems. They had a rainbow cactus for only $10. It was a smaller plant, but worth it at $10. Take a look at these $15 gems. It was so busy I wasn't able to make it over to the $25 section of the table, but in the distance I can see that they had some gorgeous size plants, especially the astrophytum. This vendor had some cute plants already potted up. Look at these lithops, they're priced at only $15. The Symphovivums were priced at $14, and they also had the jade plants priced at $12. Plant friends, the next table I also enjoyed a lot. The plants were labeled out nicely with prices as well. Check out these domino cactus. Wow, they understood the assignment. Bloom on time for the show. I can see they had some Haworthia priced at $50, the Aronia zebrina, and my planty friend had to show me this beauty. It's an agave labeled Queen of White Thread, and it was only $30. Agave tomentosa white ice for only $30. And they also had the agave Victoria Regine for only $15. Plant friends, I had to stop and scan the table just in case I'm missing anything. Look at these cute little cactus. Check out this plant, isn't it unusual? It's labeled as Leutenbergia principis. It was only $15. Plant friends, while scanning, I saw a wish list plant right in the back. It's the Euphorbia pseudoglobosa. $25 for this beauty. Plant friends, this plant is so beautiful. It's really calling to me. I just love that it pops the way that it does. And then my planty friend showed me this one for $20. Oh, I have to take one of these beauties home. And plant friends, now the decision, do I go with the 25 or do I go with the 20? What a dilemma. I decided to go with the $20 plant. I've got to save a little bit of money just in case I see something else that I want to take home. This domino cactus is almost ready to bloom, only $20. For little gems priced at $10, even this variegated corn cob. Plant friends, look at this euphorbia. I'm always so drawn to these euphorbia. It has little flowers on it too. Then I saw this little gem which I was absolutely drooling over. Of course, I had to take this beauty home. This little cactus that was in bloom, $20. Okay, plant friends, on to the next vendor. Watch to the end to see my haul. I picked up some gems and my planty friend also picked up some beauties. The next vendor had some gorgeous plants. I would say these are specimen. There are no prices labeled and the table was quite busy, so I didn't have an opportunity to ask. These plants were so gorgeous. They made me a little bit nervous. I have to say I was a little bit intimidated by these gorgeous plants. Look at this guy in the back. It's crested, but it's also variegated. Wow. Tried picking it up, but it was wedged in that tray. And look at this little gem beside it. Oh, spectacular. So many gems. I also asked about this Euphorbia Bossonii. It was priced at $125. Oh, plant friends, that was out of my budget, but it's gonna stay on my wish list for quite a while. Plant friends, there was so many beauties to be seen, but they also had a showcase table, and these plants were absolutely spectacular. Let's take a look at them. Plant friends, there's some spectacular gems here. I'm going to try to get as close as possible to the names. Hopefully you'll be able to see them on the screen. Wow, look at this baby. Isn't it gorgeous? I wonder how old this plant is. I'm so drawn to this one. It's an odd beauty. I find it so attractive. Look at the flower on this one. Plant friends, take a look at this beauty. Isn't it interesting? I had to take a moment to admire it. Remember this one? We saw it earlier at one of the vendors. I like that although the plant is mature, it's still nice and compact, so you know that it's not going to take up too much space. Whoa, look at the codex on this plant, and it's in flower. Plant friends, check out this plant with the yellow flower. It doesn't even look real. It's so strange. Look at the codex on that plant. I wonder how old that astrophytum is. Just gorgeous. And that little guy in the back with the pink flower. The flowers are quite striking. That orange really pops. Wow, and look at this one, also an interesting plant. Now it's getting to the end of the table and it's quite busy, so I'm going to try to zoom in as much as possible so you can see these beauties. Plant friends, that was so much fun. I really enjoyed myself. Now let's get into the haul. I could not leave without the split rock. Look at that color, and it was priced at only $10. Also picked up this Haworthia truncata for $25. I was so excited about this Euphorbia pseudoglobosa. It was only $20. What a wonderful find. I'm glad to cross this off my wish list. This little Euphorbia horrida wanted to come home with me too. $10 for this baby. 4 new babies to my collection. Now my planty friend that came along with me also picked up some beauties, so let's have a quick peek at what she purchased. Can you believe it? She also found herself a Hoya. She snagged this beauty before they were all sold out. It looks like on the tag Hoya ciliata or iliata. I believe she only paid $25 for this plant. What a good find. Thanks for watching, plant friends. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and follow me on Instagram at Life of Bellina. For the rest of the video, I've got some flowers for you from the Toronto Botanical Gardens.